log analyst. So I gotta figure out how the hell you trial that. I don't really know. So we'll have to figure that one out. But it's looking very up in analysts. We have like a really, really strong lineup of analysts going into the next race. So that's gonna be really awesome. Officers are having their own meeting probably tomorrow night, and that'll just be so that we can get on the same page with everything and come up with a schedule for you guys for how things are going to look going into February. Early mid-February, I want to start doing some shit together again. That is not FRU, so that'll be coming up. That'll be organized. You'll be all on the same page there. Does all of that sound good to everyone? I'm like looking to like get actually just like a rough outline of like everything we're gonna do from now until the next Savage drops, and throw down those tentative dates so that everybody is aware of what they are and has a good idea of what they need to keep available. And you can also just tell me your dates you're not available at that point, since we'll have like a full schedule out.
Yeah, good timing to get into it.
Yep. Anyone have any questions about that or comments?
The thing where Ellis may need to play on like a laptop or whatever, is that for this Savage or Ultimate? I don't remember.
That's Ultimate.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, nobody has any conflicts with Savage at all.
Yep.
So it's also one day. Maybe.
If I do end up joining, there is like a very, very slight possibility I like might have to step out for like an hour and a half to 2 hours for like a couple days. Later in the week, at least.
How
Okay,
late?
I can.
Like after Thursday?
I think it's Thursday.
I think we'll
in
be fine.
mind.
Or at least know what we need to do by then.
I'll have to see because I'm like unsure of my schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can verify that with you. Just keep in mind, if you're unavailable for any time Tuesday or Wednesday, that's kind of a deal breaker, because it's very likely to be like 10 to 20% of the race. So,
yeah. I should probably be able to be available for that. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. Yeah, I'm hoping it at least goes in the second day, but I have a feeling this race is going to be kind of cursed. I have a feeling everyone's going to get to the phase 2, so to speak, of the final fight around the time you want to go to bed, and it's like, well, we can stay up all night and win, or we can go to bed and get like 5th. So yeah, if it is a door boss and you're like really fresh in the P2, but if like you're hitting P2 and then you've got like 2 hours left in the night, and you look at like how easy the previous P2 was, I really feel like you're just looking at each other and popping a monster. So I have a feeling we might be very likely to be in a cursed position like that, but hopefully it's very clean and it's just like everybody's just like a little bit through the 4th floor when the day ends versus like almost done. That would be ideal. So yeah, so we'll get all those dates down. Everyone will have the calendar they can synchronize, and we'll be good. In terms of hours per week, I'm thinking like 6 here, and then we'll like scale it around from there. But as a baseline, 6 hours a week again. 6 will just be where we stay until we are comfy, or we feel like we need to add more to do more stuff. I imagine we're not going to have to add more than 6 on here. You know, we've done a year of prep so far. So as long as we're still crushing our prep, and we have confidence in our skills and our rust is not there, we'll be Gucci. At this point, I'm just talking to talk because I'm waiting for Sylvie to log.
I don't know what's happening. I get like 300 kilobytes per second on the patcher and Civ launcher, so I try to use the official launcher. That was even slower, and now I can't go back to the.
Are you like downloading
launcher.
something?
No. It's out my solid state. Like, I literally just did a speed test and I have 920 megabits per second.
Yeah, when you like stopped it, maybe it got like fucked up or something. So you don't have like a good ETA at the moment?
The official launcher says an hour.
That's that's pretty interesting. All right, I'll let you wrestle with that for a second. I'm gonna go grab like a drink real quick. I'll
Yeah,
be
like I didn't expect.
It's all good.
Patchy
Yeah.
doesn't.
yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Not in your
Um,
control.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes real quick just to fill up my water.
If I restart my computer, it might be in my control. We'll do that.
Gross. Was that Yusuf? Gross. Is Fetchy actually playing Black Mage?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I've never seen you play Black Mage. Because he might suck.
What?
It's not hate. I just thought they were a P-range tank one trick.
I played Summoner and Abyssal, so I'm a caster player.
Nice.
Oh, circus. God, I love seeing people from RR in public because they all have Dropbox on and I could just spam their inventories with a bunch of shit while they're AFK.
I had my fizzy water with lemon. I'm not welcome back. That's toxic.
I
What?
drank so much water today. It's like 38 degrees.
Dude, it's amazing. I love lemon in my water. No, it's so good. Also, you
What is
fight
good
off
though? Lemon Coke.
because it makes it taste like spring. You know. I mean, that is the point. It's also fizzy water though. I don't like non-fizz water with a lemon in it. That's weird. But
Steph, I have
do
a
like-
question. What's your favorite thing ever? Oh, you just left? Oh, okay. However, you keep saying you had the worst thing ever all the time. I never hear about your favorite thing ever.
With life, obviously.
Great.
Yeah, I'm just like, my favorite thing ever is finding out that our analysts are all basically coming back because God, that makes life so much easier.
You don't like trial?
No.
Dude.
So
I mean, I'm not sure if we're gonna change that up, Zeph, at this point. So, when we interviewed Elevation, his like biggest thing is that he's like been prepping for this game so long, and all the teams do what we do. But he's like, yeah, prep at this point is really boring. It's like you can only do fucking like A8S so many times.
I guess
Oh,
while
no.
Sylvie's doing that, we can talk how we want to trial Elevation.
Yeah, we can like toss some ideas
Yeah,
around.
the restarting did not. It actually made it worse.
I
That's
don't
good.
want to talk about trying elevation. So
Okay,
I'm
my bad.
gonna
Let's just
not
stay in
talk.
silence. Let's just say goodbye.
Oh, you can talk. I'm just not gonna talk about it.
I mean, like you said, he primarily did like mid stuff, right?
Yeah, so he was the guy that was like watching go, and then like during polls and stuff, if he felt that there was something that he could input, he would. And the ways that he was describing it was really interesting and stuff like that. So, you know how like we were coming up with like things that we could get our analysts to do, and like there was watching other people, and then there was watching us. It sounds like they've been really good at watching us, opposed to literally anything else. He's straight up said he's terrible at StarCrafting.
We
Yeah.
would need to kind of change the way we did it, right? Because for Fru, I think I was the only one sharing my POV for most of it, like live.
Yeah.
Everyone was. I had like bots and shit, but it sounds like he was like switching POVs while they're in the poll.
No, he
No, he was
doesn't
watching through-
really. Yeah,
through
he
feed.
basically watches FF logs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he parses pull by pull actively out of FF logs.
Yeah.
And you know he looks at the mid plan there until his thing that like he did for Echo is he would individually talk to people. So if he'd look at something and see like an addle that would need to change, he would like individually talk to that person. be like,
Would
"Hey,
other
this
people
addle
hear
thing."
it?
Yeah.
Or
he
all-
just did it with voice.
okay.
It would be
Exactly.
like if I was playing Ninja and during like P1 and P2, there's times where you can fucking downtime a Doton because you would get a Mudra usage. Like he would just tell me like, hey, you can do that there. I'm like, okay.
Bro, no way. Okay, look in general. I'm trying to do like command prompt stuff to
Yeah.
fix my download speed, and this message appeared.
Requires elevation. Give him a ring.
Yeah, we can't get this guy for a couple days though. You're gonna have to figure out a bypass. So, yeah. So yeah, like for what he wants to specialize in analyzing, it's not how we ever really run those trials. We always ran those trials as that person was like blind on a fight and like telling the team what to do, or they would like develop like puzzle mechs, and that's really not, none of that stuff is what we want him to do. Now, I still think stuff like that is good at generating communication, which is good for vibe checking. Because no matter how good he is, he still needs to pass the vibe check. So, in that regard, like running something we've done previously could be good there, just because it generates so much communication with us. But yeah, it wouldn't be challenging specifically what he's trying to do.
I always think of stuff like this in terms of like how many pulls is it going to save us, and do you really think it's going to save that many pulls? Have someone's like say like out of this, like you can get 50 pull and C by doing X, like in fact that's really minor.
I think it's very, very micro gains. The big thing I'm interested with elevation is this guy's just like done a lot, and I feel like he's mostly going to be able to add to us by us picking his brain on what he's seen other teams do and like giving us ideas for organizing our support squad and like being more optimal with it. So like in terms of specifically what I'm looking for elevation to do, I think the gains are very small.
Like, did we
especially in
ever
this
die to
average
mid
there.
and fruit?
Maybe like twice. Yeah. So, but also like it just in general like makes things nicer, right? Because one thing I know we don't do is we don't really ever even look at our MIT unless it fails. It rarely fails, but if someone's looking at it and they can be more optimal with it, and then that just like makes everyone's lives easier in general, there's no harm.
You're also thinking about it as like a kind of broad sweep of like pulls save time, but that's not what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to minimize the amount of pulls because it makes you clear faster, right? It saves you time. But if you make everything else in the background speed up because he just has the experience and can just do it without us having to think about it, that's going to save you time again. Like, yes, obviously if we save a pull, it's great. It's a massive chunk of time, but
that's true. But again, were we talking about mid much? I feel like we just kind of did stuff and kept it the same if it worked.
Yeah,
Fruit didn't hit that hard too, right?
That's true. That's true. Maybe
to be
Savage is we were going to really tight mid, who knows? But
yeah, I mean, in general, I safety game the shit out of it, and then it like falls into place, and you're fine. But having one person like move like a thing around, like one thing or two things at a time, like by pull, seems very easy because he would like be poking you individually, and just be like, yo, move this one specific thing you did last time here, and that's very easy. There's no conversation. It's all during pull. Like he's not going to tell you that before pull. He's probably going to tell you that like almost like mid pull. When it comes up, and stuff like that. If I remember what our conversation was, or whatever works for us, but I feel like stuff like that's pretty helpful.
and again, we mentioned this to him, but like we're not going to get better by doing what somebody else does because they're good at it, right? Like we're gonna do what we do best, and they're gonna figure that out. So,
well,
trying to streamline that.
The other thing you said he did, like rotation opti stuff. That's real limited in Savage, right? Because like 99% uptime.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is picked up?
But like
full uptime. It's the same as every other job.
So
Just
what
saying he
he would
does a lot
do
of
though,
damage.
okay, so but this is a guy that knows very, very well how to play the game, and likely he's staring at logs every time when he's looking at the fight, and he might have suggestions like looking at what you're doing per pull, and just be like, yo, just stop doing that, just do this, and then you would just get that between pulls, right?
You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, so like you think about what you're doing to a certain degree, but in terms of like optimizing, he's just gonna tell you, and he'll be right. You just have to trust.
But what if he's wrong?
He tells you, you just do what he says. Like if we're having a guy in a position like that, you do not challenge them. You just do what they say. Like he's looking at way more data than you are, even if you're like 2 billion% confident in your game knowledge. the odds are with everything that he's compiling and looking at for the fight, he's right and you're wrong.
No,
So,
there's a very
just-
broad chance if you do either what you're doing or what he tells you, pass the check anyway. Because
Yeah,
way
like
too
it
easy,
won't
but-
matter like that, but it is like something to keep in mind. That is specifically so. Mitt was his secondary role. His primary role was that. His primary role was DPS optimization in Ultimate. That was what he primarily did. He would be like, "Yo, use your 60s here," and then he would like analyze the logs between every pull and be like, "Okay, if you do this here differently, you'll gain some damage," you know. And
Hey,
it's just,
what,
like,
what is he
nice
gonna do in
optimization
like
that.
P5S? Like,
Nothing.
Do you want to kick him out the door for P5S so we don't have him for
man.
the ultimate? Like,
Yeah,
what are
we
you
just-
saying? I don't get it.
No. I understand what Patch is saying. It's
I know. What's he saying?
Savage to me, especially in a role like that, is just like it's like putting your system to the test a little bit. It's not going to be required. Hell, I think you get world first without that role for sure. But if you have it in place, it's not hurting anything. It's a good opportunity to test it, especially in Ultimate when it might matter. So, but on top of that, another thing he did was like Suki was apparently struggling, or Suki like flipped over to Picto at like the last minute. So then instead of like forcing Suki to just like get good with Picto for a bunch of shit, he like just like told them how to like play it. Like he became basically their babysitter and told them every button to press, according to our conversation. So, stuff like that too might be helpful for Autumn if he swaps over.
Another
but-
pick domain.
Yeah.
There's Summoner
So.
9. Turn to Picto.
Old school summoner.
I feel like you should not play
How
every class in the
long,
game
well,
until
wasn't
round.
Suki a healer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was expecting
Over
the
there.
caster.
I mean,
Going
it's
on.
it's all the opti shit. So I feel like
Yeah, but
everybody
have you
does.
play Shadowbringers as White Mage?
Yeah, I used to be
So.
good.
But yeah, if we, like I said, like we will like bring it into a system that we think works for us, and if like we ultimately decide like, yeah, I don't really like see value in that or whatnot, we can find like some other role for him to do. But yeah,
So-
according to what he says, like how we were thinking of downsizing our analyst squads, apparently everyone else is like boosting them up. So that's another thing that to us is like, okay, why do we feel like we need less when everyone else is adding more?
They said like Aether
Yeah.
Group 3 has like, for every analyst that we had 3, they had an analyst team. Like,
Well, I was
it's
like,
crazy.
I think a big part of it is we're not like at the tippy top level where we need to like figure out every mech we see, where some teams are. So if you're at that level, you obviously need more analysts to like figure out most mechs we saw in Fruit that had already been solved. It was like crystallized time and like relativity we had to figure out, but like everything
Well,
else pretty much.
Even at Echo uses none of they have like this huge analyst team, but they use no analysts for solving mechs. It's like the second time I've heard of where they're just like, we will solve everything with our main squad. And then they'll just,
That's
like,
not what I saw when I watched the stream. Are you sure? Yeah.
That's what was told to me in the interview. Can you back me up there, Tusk? I'm pretty sure that's what was said.
Quick question. Sorry to interrupt. How
That's
long
what
are
he
you
said.
waiting for?
Sorry, I walked away.
Yeah.
How long are
Oh,
you
what's up,
waiting
Alice?
for the patching?
I was assuming it would be done in like 4 minutes, hopefully. What's your
Okay.
situation,
I
Sylvie?
think it's ready. I think I RNG'd enough to get a good download speed.
Okay, I'll be back in 4 minutes then.
Can we just go?
Okay,
next?
yeah. Everybody stretch for 4 minutes really quick. Take your bio break and whatnot, and then we'll get back here and hammer this
like
out.
Take all
So
day.
we'll start at 30 after.
To like trial them, do you want to pretend we don't know how to play our jobs? Like,
Nah, we're not gonna trial it like that. I'd rather have him do something he's not gonna do, just so he's talking to the team a lot, than have him like do his role if there's no good way to trial it.
What if we all
Um,
just take like 3 bennies and then we're all loopy while we raid, so he can actually babysit us?
yeah, it's really hard to simulate what he was doing specifically, and even from what he said, like with Fru being as easy as it was, like his value was diminished in that role. Now, if it had been like top and you had like a blue screen, which is why they had him there specifically because of that, they thought they would have got a lot more out of him because somebody that's just sitting there looking at your logs and then moving around a bunch of buffs based on your comp to maximize damage so you can be P3 and P4 and where you're throwing your LB, like that guy, that would be his role. That was what he would compile. No one else would think about it at all. We wiped on blue screen. What do we do to like move our damage around and maximize it? You just pull again. That guy's compiling that shit and figuring it out. And then he's going to tell you what to do when you get there. So, you know, that's where the value of what they do now. It's forward thinking, right? It's like, oh, well, we hit a like the new fight. If you get gated by something like that, and there's like no like puzzle solved yet, you just assume it's a DPS check, right? You just assume it's a percentile push, and then you have that guy on it. You know, he's there because he learned from the previous fight, and they know that might be a thing that needs to happen, even though it didn't happen at Fruit. I'll be right back.
Isn't a league game an hour? How is that possible?
For like 32 an hour.
You've been playing all day?
Noon. Yes. I made a new friend.
What's your rank?
It's my what I play support.
What's your rank?
My rank? I don't know, like bronze, I guess? I don't play ranked.
Damn. What's the point?
Good question, but I'm still having fun. I am platinum in Marvel Rivals though. Last season. Right now I'm silver apparently.
Oh. Have you played since they made the balance changes and
Played
introduced?
one match with my friend. And then I went back
Have you gone against a Magic yet?
a
Magic?
I don't know.
This has
Why?
changed?
Is it Giga
This
Buffer?
buff the shit on them. Holy fuck, she hits so much damage. She's like unkillable, it's crazy.
Is her dash like actually good now? Like
Yeah, and actually,
Or
and
are
your
you-
lifesteal.
can you
No.
like properly hit people, or do you have to aim to the left, to the right still?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, her dash forward? I have no idea. I haven't played her.
Yeah. I mean, basically every ability in the game, where you have to like aim to the right more, because like the hitboxes are weird. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you even play? Do you play any games other than 14? Which games?
Metaphor.
Bro's just replaying Metaphor all day.
But you've been thinking about it.
Yo,
We grade already.
Giza, you're gonna do what I did for you in intermission, right? You're gonna take the metal crystal.
Sure. You dot the crystal. I doubt it, right? Imagine that's so bad.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
The good thing about ultimates is you only have to redot like twice or 3 times, because I always forget to redot. So my chances of forgetting to redot are lower.
Okay,
My
dots don't
thunder
do
usage.
anything now.
Yeah, they do. Isn't it like still your highest damage?
It's like 10%
You need,
of
like,
your
a-
damage. And they don't proc anything, so
I never understood the new procs, because like they're clearly still RNG, but
they
like,
have a
they
chance.
can
They have
make
an
them.
80% chance to proc every 3 seconds.
So that's how they work. It's kind of lame, I guess.
You gotta do the what is it, 42, 39, 36 cycle.
Yeah, I know. You cut your peon early, so you can get some Wonders Menu arrows thingies.
Something like that.
I have my stream
Bard is
not
my
started
weakest,
yet.
class in this game. I'm
Why are you
bad at it.
playing it then?
Yeah,
Because I want
practice.
to play Fizz range. All my machine is leveled. I have Dancer leveled, but I didn't want to play Dancer because Dancer's too easy.
Yeah. The Opti
Yeah,
and
but-
intermission is pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm so excited to not do any of it.
You can
Alright.
you can probably Apex Arrow too.
I'll do an Apex Arrow, sure. Are these both 25 yalms?
Giza, what the fuck?
Is
Are you okay?
Blaster at 25? What?
Is that much Lee can't be healthy?
This clear
What
is
did it say?
Apache's group will let him play
I'm
Black
having
Range.
fun with Mira. We're playing a lot together.
Wait, 19 today? What the fuck? I didn't see you write that. Jesus
It's not that
Christ.
much.
That's
That's
insane.
That's actually a reasonable amount if you have the entire day off.
You need
Is-
to make sure party list is good.
Do we?
We're not doing party lists anymore, Brady.
No.
Oh, you're right. We don't.
We're just doing PF
What
strat.
the hell? We haven't done that for like a month.
Alright, I don't have any markers saved, so
Wait, what are we doing?
It's just normal
Lop 'em
stuff,
down.
the PF stuff.
I'm M1. Yeah.
does anyone have
oh,
PF
yeah.
markers?
Yes,
I know
yes.
Iza does.
I do. You can start counting
Alright.
down. I'm just typing something in this.
Hold on. Do you know where you're standing, Sylvie? Do you know your spot? Your R2?
Let me check real quick. I mean, wasn't that just originally R2?
Yeah, your R2.
Yeah. So you're at 1 and shit.
Yeah, pure PF. All the strats are different. They're down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
aren't they?
I said count down.
Wait, these
I'll
are the
count
wrong
down.
markers. Yeah, those are the wrong markers. Fucking griefing.
Chill, Alice. Can you stop doing that? That's so loud.
What?
What is it? It's not loud for me.
Getting the fuck away from you.
It's extreme.
What's the up on Apache?
Oh wait, does that mean I go to B for?
You'll figure it out.
Okay,
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
dot?
yep.
Song, pot.
Or
nothing
no,
dot.
you're still on. You're two, I believe.
B is
Or wait.
royal.
I don't know where you are.
I can't remember who's normally beside me.
Yeah, I know the tanks do something weird there. I don't know where you adjust to. Good luck, everybody.
Okay, I expect us to keep our clock spots, TBH,
Oh,
Apache.
wait, I was. Oh, it's color pairs.
Fuck yeah, good
Right,
ball.
I'm gonna wall.
It is now color pairs for that.
Yeah,
Apache,
color
why
pairs
are
are shifted.
we swapping cock spots? Doesn't
Because
matter.
we're different roles. I'm melee 1. I'm playing melee 1.
You want to swap? Okay, fine. It's
alright.
completely unnecessary.
We're only at 2.5 hours. We got a lot of
Sylvie,
time.
I think Autumn just moves counterclockwise every time, and it's just he goes fire if it's lightning, and he goes in melee range if it's fire.
That's the PS strat.
So more league after this, Giza?
If she's still up for it, yeah. I just don't get an Apex there what you're doing. It's cringe.
Now get one in the open man.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What's the next expansion going to be? Tank P ranged?
You were indeed correct.
What is this? Oh, stack. Oh, what the?
Dang.
Right?
shouldn't-
Time to look. No, it's
Time to look.
our two shot callers deep are in service at the moment.
That is also
I never look at that.
that is also the one Mike I never looked
All right,
at.
I will
Just
promise
not
you
as
all.
pull-outs.
I will look at it.
I will look at it and I will call the wrong thing.
Nice.
Do not worry. Yeah?
Yeah, opposite of what Oz says.
Even PF doesn't look at that.
What
But
if
there's
I-
a
what if
critical
I-
mass of people that do, so they know what it does. But our critical
if I-
mass is 0.
You're ready on that.
Where were you?
Samba this big or Troubadour.
I'm not doing that.
Nice.
It's like completely placebo, man.
It's lightning, guys.
It's
I mean, you're never
totally
gonna die to
fire.
this opener. No, I wouldn't. I am unsurprisable.
It's
Fire.
fire.
Sully?
Oh,
Good.
You know,
Involve,
bold decision.
involve.
Let's get this
That went on me.
So true.
You know, 2 out of 7 chance to. Well, 1 out of 7.
I will
You're
trust
right
that. I will trust that. Did you? I think I might have rescued you and you smashed into the wall. I will not do anything.
no, I was just late.
Really? Seeing a snapshot? Oh, yeah, you did get hit by the blasting zone.
Can't believe Ellis killed Sylvie.
I mean, Autumn's not here. I can now rescue my caster to his death without getting flamed.
I'm the only one fit to protect her.
I don't think Sylvie will give you that many pulls. These casters are all the same after a while.
They're on red base. They understand. They're not here to parse.
A feeble steel protects nothing.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Show me
Fire?
your
Fire.
It was fire.
Fire.
Another lightning.
Fuck it.
light flaming.
Last 15 seconds. I can do like here.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to not do this. Oh well.
Oh well, this sense. Other side, so.
So you're already.
It doesn't matter.
Or
I would just do whatever combat.
lightning one.
Do fire.
Sorry.
What is this fire?
No.
Oh, well. Damn. I even saw it. Look.
Alright, this is no flame, okay? I'm just saying. Sylvie, do you actually know PF strats?
No.
Oh, well. Okay. I asked Autumn to talk to you and
No,
tell
I
you
did.
it's PF
It's on me for not looking enough into it. Because I didn't realize
Okay.
P1 was so different.
Is it just P1? Because we're like done. If you just stand in the right conga spot, we'll be fine. Are you good
Oh,
for the
yeah,
rest of the fight?
Let me just double check.
You are R2, so you're what, South Tower as well? No, you're not. You're.
He's caster.
Oh,
Plants.
so you stand mid tower. Yeah, mid tower.
Dude, Patrick,
Actually,
every
yeah.
time you're like, no flame, it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Be sure to get the PF water, PF ice, PF spread, PF stack when you're a bar if you need those. Because they move to a different spot than we do.
Are we that relying on callouts? I feel like that's a bad. Bad
What?
like,
Oh.
No, the only spot I actually need a call out in this entire fight is the safe spots on APOC.
The
Other
only
than
place
that,
I
look
need
at
a,
everything.
the only time I ever need a call is the very first mechanic.
I only
That
do what
one
I'm getting
too,
paid,
yeah.
so I only do it in sales.
Oh, you do callouts and sales? I feel like someone else.
Yeah,
does.
because everyone in the fucking sale is a fucking mute. And I'm a scheduler, so I gotta do something at least.
If thou art have the capacity.
Oh wait, where is Yusa? Here's
I don't know. Why weren't you born 2 inches high, taller?
What?
How do you do Light Rampant again?
4-4.
Yeah, there's a DPS line on the bottom, and you kind of have to know where you need to run based on which of you gets a chain.
Or
Um,
you got a puddle.
So you look at the puddles, and if both of them are on the same side, you have to do some fucked up shit to get a hexagon right? Because you'd only have 2 north or 2 south. Do you have the toolbox pulled up?
I have.
So I don't know where you are in the Congo. I'm pretty sure you're beside me on the outside, but I could be wrong.
I'm second, I think.
Second from the left.
Yeah.
Where do I even find this thing? So yeah, basically, if there's a rotation, you're either going to be like second from the left, or you're going to be on the like fully left, right? Because somebody has to go up to fix the support side, because we need 3 on each line, right? Does that make sense? Because the hexagon gets formed when you have 3 north and 3 south. So you're either, it depends on where the fucking circles spawn. So try to take a look at all the orientations and see what towers you'll end up taking, what number you end up being.
All right, Sylvie. I'm also gonna be like no flame, but we're gonna bail on this idea.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna find
it's
something
gonna,
else.
it's like,
One,
I have,
if nothing wrong with you. Like if I force this, it's just going to create. You're going to feel bad. Everyone else is going to feel bad for different reasons. And if we just like
even if I were to
call a spade,
understand
we'll
it,
be
like
good.
I just don't do PF.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if we did
That's
like if we did what the group did for Prague, like yeah, I'll be able to do that.
Nah, we're not going to be able to go back to that. Not
I
this
don't
time.
remember.
We've been doing PF for
Yeah.
a while. Yeah, sorry. That might have just been a miscommunication on your part. My ordeal here is anytime